Welcome to learning how to prove triangles similar. Our objectives today is to prove certain triangles are similar by using AA, SSS, and SAS. Now you may have heard some of these like SSS. This was with congruence, specifically back in chapter 3 when we were trying to prove triangles congruent. So this is with similarity now. We will also use triangle similarity to solve problems. As far as the definition of similarity, that just means that two things are the same but a little bit different. You might describe two people as similar. They have some of the same qualities, but of course they're not the same exact person. So our triangle similarity, we have three different postulates / theorems, which we will get to in the next few slides. Our first similarity postulate is angle-angle similarity postulate. So if two angles of one triangle are congruent, keyword congruent, to two angles of another triangle, then the triangles are similar. So let's start with the hypothesis statement, the if part. Two angles of one triangle, we have angle A and angle B, are congruent to angle D and angle E. Notice they have the same number of grooves. Angle A and D, they have one. Angle B and angle E have two grooves there. Therefore, they are congruent angles. And now that means that we have our result, our conclusion, that two triangles are similar. Our next theorem is the side-side-side similarity theorem. If the three sides of one triangle are proportional to the three corresponding sides of another triangle, then the triangles are similar. So let's start again with the hypothesis. Three sides, well, I have a side here in red, I have a side here in red, a side here in green, green, blue, and blue. And if those three sides are proportional, notice it does not say congruent, like the angles we had in the last problem. So proportional just means this may be 5 inches, this may be 10 inches. That's a 1:2 ratio. Then this green and this green side better be that same exact ratio. So maybe this is 6 inches and this is 12. And let's think, what does that reduce to? It's a 1:2 ratio. Wasn't our 5 to 10 also a 1:2 ratio? Yes, it was. So then you could go to the BC and EF, the two blue sides, and they should form the same ratio if the two triangles are to be similar. So let's say it's 7 and 14 inches. Therefore, the two triangles are similar. Our last theorem here, last one, is the SAS similarity theorem. If two sides of one triangle are proportional, so let's say AB and DE are proportional, maybe a 3:4 ratio, and BC to EF maybe reduces to a 3:4 ratio, so they are proportional, and their included angles are congruent. So angle B and angle E is congruent. Notice the word included. This means that it is the angle between the two sides for both triangles. So if it had angle B congruent to angle D, that would not make two similar triangles, because it's not the included one between the two sides, So again, we have a result now that the two triangles are similar. That is good news for us. So we're just going to practice a couple problems, just these two on the slide. Are the two triangles similar here? So we have a 45-degree angle at angle R and a 45-degree angle at angle V. So these are two congruent angles. Now we have to think, all right, are there any sides that are congruent? Is it obvious? No. Sorry, sides that are proportional. That's an important thing there. Now let's look at angles. Well, we look back to vertical angles. There's a reason I'm doing this here. And angle WSR is congruent with angle BSV because they are vertical angles, right here and right here. Now we have two angles that are congruent by the fact that triangles add up to 180 degrees. The third one will be congruent, but we don't even need that for our AA similarity postulate. So these two triangles are similar because of the AA similarity postulate. Next problem right down here, last one for the day, good news, is angle J 30 degrees congruent to angle P. Because we know we have one set of angles congruent. But we have to figure out, alright, is angle J is not congruent to angle Q. So is it congruent to angle P? Well, let's figure this out. 70 plus 85, that is 155. Then angle P, 180 total degrees in a triangle, minus 155, adds up to equals, 25 degrees. So 25 degrees, is that equal to angle J, 30 degrees? No, of course not. Well, let's look at angle K. If we add up these two angles, subtract from 180, we will get 80 degrees. Is that equal to angle Q? No, of course not. So we only have one set of congruent angles. We need two for the similarity postulate. Therefore, these two triangles are not congruent. So that's about it for proving triangles similar. We will continue tomorrow. I hope you learned a lot. Thank you.